Clean house. I'm sorry. I know you're moving into a new arena, but damn it, you're getting stars and you're going home in the first round any damn way.
What happened to the Los Angeles Clippers? A team that once had championship dreams but now finds itself in a spiral of misery. After making bold moves and trades, expectations soared, but the reality has turned into a bitter pill to swallow. With the departures of key players and ongoing injury concerns, the team seems to be stumbling through a fog of uncertainty. One of the biggest blows? The departure of Paul George, a player who's been a cornerstone of the Clippers' success for several seasons. So what happened? The root of the issue lies in contract negotiations. The franchise wasn't ready to meet George's salary demands, which he believed truly reflected his elite status in the league. This standoff ultimately pushed him to make the tough decision to leave for the Philadelphia 76ers, where he'll team up with heavyweights like Joel Embiid and James Harden. The 76ers rolled out an offer that matched what he felt he deserved, and honestly, who could blame him for jumping at that chance? George's exit is a huge blow for the Clippers. Since he joined in 2019, he brought not just scoring firepower, but also the kind of defensive prowess and playmaking skills that shaped the team's identity. The Clippers had lofty ambitions of building a championship contender around George and Kawhi Leonard. Without George's scoring and defensive versatility, the pressure is on Kawhi Leonard and some of the rising stars to step up and fill that gap. This shakes things up, especially since Leonard has had his share of injury woes. As the Clippers embark on this new chapter, all eyes will be on them. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how the franchise reacts to these major shifts and what path they decide to take moving forward. Will they rise to the occasion or face an uphill battle? The coming months are going to be pivotal for the Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers shook things up big time this offseason by trading Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz, and it sparked a whirlwind of debate among fans and analysts. The Clippers decided not to keep Westbrook, despite the impact he had during his stint with the team. So, what was the thinking behind this move? They aimed to bring in Chris Dunn, a guy known for his defensive prowess and playmaking skills. But many are left scratching their heads, wondering if this trade was really the right call for the franchise. Westbrook, a former MVP, has a solid track record of making waves on the court, and his exit definitely leaves a noticeable gap in the Clippers lineup. His explosive style and knack for creating shots for himself and others made him a valuable asset, even with the ups and downs he faced last season. The decision to ship him off to the Jazz in exchange for Dunn has raised some eyebrows, especially given Dunn's rocky history in the NBA. Sure, Dunn has shown glimpses of potential with his solid defense and playmaking, but he hasn't consistently reached the level that Westbrook has throughout his career. So, was trading Westbrook for Dunn a savvy move or a miscalculation? That's the million-dollar question as the Clippers navigate this new chapter. Complicating matters, the Denver Nuggets swooped in and snagged Westbrook after he was traded to the Jazz. Fresh off their NBA championship run, the Nuggets jumped at the chance to add a player of Westbrook's caliber to their already stacked roster. With stars like Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray already in the mix, Westbrook's experience and ball-handling skills bring even more depth and versatility to their lineup. This development might leave the Clippers kicking themselves for letting him go, especially if they underestimated the kind of impact he could have on a team chasing another championship. With Westbrook's playmaking and leadership now bolstering the Nuggets, the Clippers have to lean on Dunn and their remaining core, primarily Kawhi Leonard. While Dunn has the potential to step up, the big question is whether he can truly fill the substantial shoes left by Westbrook. This trade highlights the Clippers' ongoing struggle to find the perfect blend of talent and chemistry, leaving fans feeling a mix of hope and anxiety about the team's chances in a fiercely competitive Western Conference. The Los Angeles Clippers are heading into the new season facing some serious challenges, and their roster isn't looking too promising. Right now, all eyes are on James Harden, their marquee off-season acquisition. With his knack for scoring, playmaking, and offensive creativity, Harden has the potential to take the Clippers' performance to the next level. But the situation gets complicated with Kawhi Leonard's ongoing injury issues. Kawhi, a two-time NBA champion and Finals MVP, has struggled with injuries over the past few seasons, leaving fans and analysts anxious about his availability this year. Reports suggest that Kawhi might not be fully healed, and given his history of setbacks, there's a real chance he won't return to his elite form for quite some time. This puts a hefty burden on Harden, as the team will be counting on him to carry a significant scoring load and create opportunities for his teammates. With Kawhi sidelined, the Clippers' depth is being severely tested. With Paul George now out, and Russell Westbrook's departure further thinning the roster, the remaining players need to step up in a big way. As the season unfolds, the Clippers are staring down a major challenge, figuring out how to compete effectively without their star player. James Harden's leadership and experience will be crucial, but he can't shoulder the entire load on his own. The coaching staff needs to whip up strategies that really highlight the strengths of the other players. The supporting cast must step up their game if the Clippers want to hold their ground in the fiercely competitive Western Conference. Harden's style of play often gets people talking, especially when it comes to his willingness to adapt to a team-focused approach. His knack for playing as a one-man squad comes from his confidence in being able to take over games. Recently, he even likened his game to Luka Doncic, implying that if Luka can shine individually and lead his team to the NBA Finals, so can he. But that comparison misses some important details. Teamwork and collaboration are huge factors in success, and as the Clippers tackle this tough season, it's clear that everyone needs to come together and play as a cohesive unit if they want to make a real splash. Luka Doncic's path to the finals was nothing short of extraordinary, showcasing his knack for taking over games with an incredible mix of skills, court vision, and scoring ability. While Luka has proven he can lead a team, let's not forget the strong role players around him, like Kyrie Irving, who stepped in to boost the Mavericks' scoring and playmaking. Luka's youth and agility give him a distinct advantage that Harden may not have at this point in his career. Harden's tendency to rely heavily on isolation plays and dominate the ball can work, but it often comes at the expense of team chemistry and fluidity. When it comes to the playoffs, it's essential to recognize that success hinges on more than just individual talent. Teams that shine typically have cohesive strategies and players who complement one another's abilities. If Harden continues to focus more on his individual game rather than fostering team dynamics.
All right, James, you got to feel really good about getting this victory here in LA. Second night of a back-to-back, and you guys played well.
Man, we finally get in the groove. We really didn't have a lot of time during training camp, so.
It could spell trouble for his squad. While he can definitely explode for big games, the playoffs are all about consistent contributions and adaptability, especially against well-rounded teams that know how to adjust their game plans. It's going to be exciting to see how this all unfolds. The Los Angeles Clippers are diving headfirst into an exhilarating NBA season, and the excitement is off the charts. With some major roster shakeups and the pressure mounting, fans are on the edge of their seats, wondering how this team will come together. Can James Harden step up and lead this squad through the tough times? And with the departures of Paul George and Russell Westbrook, who else will rise to the challenge and make their mark? This season is bound to be a roller coaster ride of emotions, and every game will be crucial in determining their path forward. If you love the buzz around the Clippers and want to stay updated on all the latest action, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Clippers' off-season moves? Do you think they've got what it takes to be championship contenders, or are they in for a rough ride? Drop your comments below and let's get the conversation going.
Paul, what did you kind of think of the video tribute that they gave you during the timeout?
It was awesome. I've always said this organization was first class, and it was very appreciated.